To YouTube, you're live.
According to YouTube, we are live. We'll give it just a minute. I'm waiting for it to show up on my phone to know for sure that we're alive. Well, we are alive. Well, you know what I need to do is turn the volume down.
I have headphones in, so I should hear when you start the actual live. How long does it take? 17, 20, 30 seconds?
20 seconds or so. Yeah, I think we're good to go.
Oh, well, it's not showing as live, but it's live, because hold on.
Just give it a minute, right? Oh.
An ad, really?
Yeah, you're going to get that ad. Love it, right?
Right away.
Yep.
Skip ad.
Gotta love the ads.
Yes.
Okay.
You're there.
Audio's good. Let me wait for the ad to show. Oh, it's one of those stupid scrolly dumb. God, I hate these things. Let's skip it. All right. We're good to go. You guys ready? You guys ready to have a good night tonight? Have some fun? Talk about air guns? Let's get started. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. My name is Rick Utzer here with Gateway Airguns and AirgunWeb. Let's talk airguns. That's the name of the show. And we have a lot to talk about. In fact, I have like spilled over to 2 pages today. My wife says, that's a lot to get through. And I'm thinking, yes, it is. Be
forewarned.
Be warned. We're going to try and keep this to an hour. First of all, check out our very cool mugs. Can you see that? You're going to see just the bubble?
The water.
The bubble? Yeah, that's not helpful.
Turn it around so they can see the whole thing.
So these are our mugs for the folks that come out to, the sponsors that come out to Airgun Expo. We'll get to take a mug home. We like to do this every year, commemorative mugs for folks. It's just a fun thing we like to do. So we got those. If you guys are interested in me putting together some swag for AirgunWeb, Gateway to Airguns, and other stuff, let me know. I want to try and find something that's cost affordable because this stuff is really expensive, and I would feel bad about reselling this and having to make a little money on it because it was stupid money at Vistaprint. Anyway, let's get to the show, though. That's enough of that. All right, we got people chiming in. All right, this is going to be a good show. It's going to be a good show. If you have questions or comments, throw them in the chat. My lovely wife is monitoring that. Sue, make sure you're on camera. Don't be hiding.
Hey, guys. And there she goes.
And she's out. Okay. First of all, we'll say a huge thank you to our sponsors. That's all the folks at Gateway Airguns and AirgunWeb. If you guys aren't part of GTA, yes?
So this is where, if I had had some forewarning that you were going to do this, I could have created a PowerPoint presentation with the...
You know what I got? I got a computer right here with the page on it. All you got to do is switch over to the computer.
All right, let's do that.
There you go. There
and let's take me out of the camera. Whoa, hold on. How do I do that? Why am I in that picture? You should be in that picture.
Remember, you're doing... Hey, honey, sweet. Picture in pictures on the box, not on Minicam, remember?
I wasn't in picture.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait.
Okay, because when you put your camera there, it's your camera. If you want to put me there, you do it through the box over here.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
Yes.
Hold on, guys.
This is not me. It's her.
I've never done this one before. And
you have?
No, look. They've updated this. I don't know how to edit this without everybody seeing me editing. So
what are you trying to do?
Preview and edit. That's not what I want to preview and edit.
What are you trying to do?
Change that picture out.
What do you want it to be?
Your camera.
Okay, so turn it off. Because you can't put my camera in there from there.
What do you mean turn it off?
Get rid of that layer. Sorry, guys. So I really do apologize. Sorry. So get rid... Okay, no, just get rid of the layer. You cannot add a camera there, hun.
So why did we have a layer in there to begin with?
It was for you, honey. It was for you to be in the picture. Okay, so now if you want to add...
Never mind. I realized what the issue is. It was all me. So me in this camera is fine. Let me just put that in. Which one am I? Tiny bot?
Yeah, you're the tiny bot.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go. Okay.
There you go. And if you want to put me in the picture, you do it over here.
Then I do picture one. I got it. Excuse me. I apologize. We will get this right before Airgun Expo.
This reminds me of when we first got our bass boat way back in the day. We tried to get it out of the river.
No, this is better.
This is because we just about had a divorce.
We did not.
No, we did.
You're being dramatic.
I was. But boy, that was scary. We put on a show.
I got an authentication
Just ignore it.
thing here for you.
Ignore it. I manage too many other people's accounts. I get those in all the time. Okay, we are back. Sorry about that, guys. So we're talking about sponsors. Yeah, they're really loving to be part of this show at this point. So first of all, gatewaytoairguns.org, guys. If you haven't visited the website, please do. We're getting people to sign up regularly. It's awesome to see the site grow and people engaging. And I'm going up there pretty much every day. I missed Friday, but I'm up there pretty much every day posting stuff, throwing up some questions, trying to talk to people, and just keep the discussion about airguns going. So check that out. You can see our sponsors that are help support what we do with the banner ads there. A lot of sponsors that are with Airgun Expo are the sponsors here, so a huge thank you to them. We also have AirgunWeb.com, where you can watch all of my AirgunWeb stuff without, if you don't want to deal with social media, you just want to watch it, have a good time, and not have to deal with YouTube ads and stuff. You can just watch it on AirgunWeb.com. You can do the same thing with gatewaytoairguns.com. So if you want to just skip all the YouTube ads and just watch our stuff without having to deal with that, you just go to our website and it might actually post there. I don't know if it's there before or after. I don't know. Cheryl does that for me. And we have Airgun Army as well. So all of the things you see, the logos and everything else that you see up there, those are the people that help us do what we do. Huge thank you to them. And we have here Airgun Expo. You can go to the website and see all the sponsors for the show. We're working on building out their pages right now. I think most of them are done. Which one can I click on?
You can click on Sling Guru.
Sling Guru, this one right here. So if you go to, that just takes you to the website. I need to go to...
Sorry. Go. That's not done yet. Go
okay,
up to the top,
up
to the
top.
virtual show floor.
Yeah, right here. And
to
here.
there. Those ones are done.
All right, so we'll go to Sling Guru.
The buttons will link to their pages shortly.
So if you see somebody at the show, you see a product, you want to check it out, we've created profiles for them. The cool thing about this is that I bet you sometimes, who do you contact, who do you reach out to, who can I connect with if there's something I like? Well, we put down on each person's page, we actually have they put a lot of stuff in there. We have a form at the bottom of their website, phone number, and contact form. You guys can reach out to any of them directly about something you're interested in. So we try and provide that service, and that page just stays live. We have all the past shows too, so you can check them out at your leisure. We'll talk about that a little bit more. We're gonna move on. Let's get to, there's another ad. You've got to be kidding me. All right. Again, if you guys have questions, thank you, Elite Airgunner. Thank you for forgiving us. And we will get our acts together.
Take it off your computer now?
Yeah, you take it off the computer now. All right.
Oh, I did that right.
Hey, all right. See, what's happening is I have this piece of equipment that we use for Expo. And we only use it for Expo. So Sue only uses it once a year, maybe for Daisy National, so maybe twice a year. So when you don't use something all the time, what happens? You forget how to make it work.
And then he changes things on me?
I never.
Regularly?
Can't even say that with a straight face. Different cameras, yeah, I'm bad. I get that naturally. My dad used to do that to me. Maybe one of these days we'll tell stories. Anyway, so we're going to be doing it this way going forward. We actually rearranged the whole office last week to get this set up. So anyway. All right, Sue rearranged the whole office last week so we could do this. All right, so let's talk about Airgun Expo. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. The topic of tonight's show is the Guns of Airgun Expo. Before we do that, let's talk about the schedule a little bit. Now, Sue hasn't seen this, so
surprise!
But we'll be getting this added to the website. Now, the big thing this year is we're doing it over the weekend versus all week. One is to do a full week is just, I think, more than we can do without a whole lot of help that we don't really have right now. So the weekend seems like it's a holiday weekend. People hopefully will have time to chime in and go live with us. And I think that was a big part of what we want to do that there. So that's cool. We're going to start Saturday morning. We'll be down there early. The range will open at 9. So if you're local and you're coming out, you want to come hang out with us and be part of the expo. Couple things there. There's a form on the website here.
Are you going to go there?
Yeah. Go ahead and fill out the form. All that does is just lets us know you're coming. All right. So we have kind of a head count and an idea. And then there is a waiver for the range. You need to make sure you print that out and sign it, bring it with you. We'll have copies. It's a liability waiver. We'll have copies in case you don't have a printer or whatever. We'll have those there.
Before you go on, can I say something on this?
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing to note is the location. On the website, can you show them the website?
Mm-hmm.
Let me take me off there.
Right there?
Yes. On the location, you will see directions. If we are starting at 9, please be aware that we will not be able to take phone calls.
Yeah.
To give you directions to the ranch at that point. So if you're coming out and can be here earlier than that, that would be great.
Yeah. Well, if we know you're coming out.
Or if we know you're coming out, obviously we'll make a plan.
Right. Exactly.
So, yeah, get in touch with us, please.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks for bringing that up, hon. Okay, so you can go back to me now because we're done with that for a moment. Oh, pardon me, goodness. Maybe I shouldn't drink bubbly water.
I think you say that every week.
I don't think it matters because I come here after dinner and it doesn't really matter. I apologize. Between the sniffles, sinus stuff, and belching, it's pretty awful. This is not what you'd call primetime podcasting. Anyway, so this is what we're going to be doing at the range. We're open up at 9, and we're going to have a bunch of different things set up. We're going to have one lane dedicated to It's All About the Shooter, and we'll be using Nate Crony stuff. I actually have his stuff here. I thought we might unbox it. It kind of looks like a MIT science project. So this might be fun.
Are you recording?
No, I'm not worried about it. So we're going to have one whole lane dedicated to that, shooting steel targets, having fun with that. Green tea's better. Maybe we'll give that a shot. We're going to have guns and ammo will be provided. Just so you guys know, come out. If you've never shot an air gun, this is a great time to really see the breadth of what's out there. We'll have everything from $100 to thousands of dollars on the line that you can put your hands on and pull the trigger. So that is like one of the whole things about doing the show is to give people that opportunity to shoot guns they would otherwise never get the chance to shoot unless they got really deep pockets. Yeah, so we'll get to some of those cool guns here. Okay, so we'll start at 9. We're going to close at 5. And we're going to go have dinner, relax, and then we're going to have a nightly wrap. We'll have 1 or 2 guests per night here. We'll probably definitely have John from England Airgun, and we'll have Steve from Sling Guru. We may rotate his son in if he's up for it, and we'll just kind of switch around. We're also going to have Javi, which is the owner of Sling Guru, the creator. He will be here too. So we'll see. We've got 3 nights we'll be doing that. So we'll see how we can rotate them in. Some of them may need to get to bed early because I got to leave super early on Tuesday. So we'll see how that plays out. Let's see. And then anything specific, like there are certain things we're going to be doing. Like we're going to do a segment on the Hawke Optics. We're going to do a segment with John with New England Airguns. We're going to do a segment with Sling Guru. We're going to be doing segments with Gammo and Crossman and all those different products. We will publish when those will be out. Well, we're going to be doing a segment with Barra Airgun. So we will actually set a schedule, and we will definitely have those times posted so you guys can come join us at that time. We'll probably just be streaming live, but then just start at a certain time to focus on a particular thing. I'm working on that schedule. We'll get that out. And then depending on the weather, Sue, we had a good time when we did the night shoot out there.
Yes, we had a fantastic time.
So I do have several ATN optics, and I'm thinking maybe
that'll be fun.
Maybe we should do like I don't know if we'll do this, so don't hold me to it. Maybe we could do like it's all about the shooter, but with an ATN scope at night. That might be fun. So we'll see. We'll see if that works. I don't know. We'll give it a shot.
Enjoy that.
I know. We'll
Cheryl might enjoy that too.
We'll see. Okay, and then so we're going to have, as I said, the dedicated lane for It's All About the Shooter and the Nate Crony electronic target. We're going to have a couple targets. We'll see. I've got them in here. I've actually got to figure out how they work and get them set up. It should be a lot of fun. And then we are also, Dakota said he's up for doing the night shows. That's going to be cool. We're going to have a dedicated low power knockdown target, so a dedicated field target. I don't have like the super professional fancy field targets. I've got the Gammo knockdown targets. So we'll keep our power and range reasonable. And really what we're going to do is that's going to be for the Sling Guru guys to just have up and ready for people to see what it's like to actually kind of have the gun in a slung position where you like simulate a hunting thing. So we're going to have that whole lane just set up. We're working on that now. Yeah, so that's basically the format. Does that sound reasonable, Sue?
Does
that make sense to you? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing that. We're going to have a lot of fun. So we got any questions or anything coming in?
No, not yet. Just chit-chat.
All right. So, yeah, if you guys are in the El Paso area, come out. If you guys are online and just want to hang out with us first, when you can, do so. We're still working out how that's going to work. I think the Vimeo is working fine now. I don't know why it didn't work the other night. If things go well, I don't know if we're going to do it tonight, but I have another, we'll call it unboxing scope setup demo I want to do, which is for the gun we're going to be using for It's All About the Shooter. So I might do that tomorrow. If we do that tomorrow, we will go live on Vimeo and put it on the websites just like we used to do last year and run a dry run of that whole situation. We shall see. That would be tomorrow afternoon though, hon. That would have to be, well, maybe we could do it after dinner.
You mean the dry run for Expo?
Yeah. Well, we'll do it in here.
Look, I might be up for it after this. Depends how long you yap for.
All right, we're done. No, kidding. So, yeah. All right, yeah, I know that the weekends, folks are saying they can't make it because of previous plans. I get Memorial Day weekends, one of those things. It's hopefully, if we keep doing these, that it will become a thing and people will make this part of their holiday plans. It'd be
Bring
really
your families.
Cool. Yeah, and we are actually, just on a side note, we actually are building out our campground. So we're going to have, right now we have power hookups. We're going to be putting in a septic. So we'll actually have hookups where people can bring their campers out and stay. So we're working on that. So it's got a ways to go, but it's in the plans. If you do have questions or comments, please throw them in there. I know I've said that a lot, but please join it in there. All right, let's get to the Guns of Airgun Expo. So if we go to the website and we go to the sponsors.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah. We go to the sponsors page here. There's a bunch of sponsors here, and I can't say enough thank yous to everyone. We've actually got to add one more that they just signed up. We need to add Airgun Capital, Sue.
Okay.
They just emailed me like after we'd done the mugs, unfortunately, but they emailed me, say they would like to support what we're doing, and they're supposed to send us some products. So we'll have that to play with as well. That's really cool. Thank you to Airgun Capital. We'll get them added as well. All right, so if we just start, I kind of just looked at the logos and started running a list of the different guns we're going to have available. And this doesn't even get into my personal inventory, which I'm willing to bring out and let people play with.
Do you still want it on the computer?
No, we can switch off the computer. Okay. Although I'm sure the computer's prettier to look at than me. Let's look at Barra. So Barra's shipping, they've already shipped. We've got 1100Z Gen 2, so the regulated model. I've got my 22 down there, so we're going to have that set up. And we have the 25 we're going to be using for It's All About the Shooter. The one that we're using for It's All About the Shooter, depending on the public participation that shows up, how many shooters we have, if we have a bunch of people show up and we have a reasonable amount of participation on the contest, we'll give that away to the winner. If not, we will probably, well, we're going to give it away after I do some review work with it. But Barra is actually going to be giving away the exact setup in addition to that one. So I've got to get that giveaway set up. So be on the lookout for our next newsletter, which is probably going to go out first of the week here. We'll have a newsletter post about all of this. And we'll be giving away the exact setup we'll be shooting. We're going to be giving that away. I should say Barra's giving it away. We're just going to facilitate the giveaway. So be like on the lookout for that. If you want to win that setup, it's going to be a gun, scope, and mount. 25 cal, veil camo, awesome. Be on the lookout for that. We'll be giving that away. So we have those. So yeah, we'll have all that. We'll have that on all of our websites. And if you want to join the newsletter, if you go, I think, to like AirgunWeb or gatewaytoairguns.com, there's a subscribe to the newsletter at the bottom. So you can just
go
join
back down there?
Yep. There, see that? There you go.
Okay.
All right, we'll be changing that newsletter system, but for now, it's fine. Use that. All right, so we've also got the 250Z in 22 and 25. So we've got that. We've also got the 400E, which is a super fun full auto electronic BB gun. So we're going to have that available. So that's just from bars. Right there, we got 5 guns. The number of guns, maybe so you can keep a number, like a tally. So that's 5. Benjamin, we're going to have the Armada. Hopefully that's on the way. I thought it was going to be here already, but we've got an Armada coming. We're also going to have the Benjamin Recharge. So if you've been interested in their compressor, you guys can take a look at that. We've got that. We've got the BSA R12 XLX Pro 22 laminate. We just did a video on that gun, shooting it in the wind. So much fun. So you were there. I mean, what did you think of that video?
I thought that was a lot of fun, frankly. When you told me we were going to go shoot in the wind, or you were going to go shoot in the wind and I was going to film it, I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting. And it was interesting because it was like, pew, that hit the right spot every time.
I was impressed.
I was very impressed.
Yeah, so wind,
and it was a lot of wind.
Yeah. When Saturday looks like it's going to be super nice, we're praying hard that Sunday and Monday the weather forecast changes, because right now it's looking pretty windy. But if you guys can please pray for the event that straightens out, I would appreciate it. We have some good weather.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice and warm, too, for everyone not used to Texas heat. We'll be in the 90s, supposedly.
Ooh.
So that's going to be fun. Okay, let's move on.
Shorts and T-shirts.
Shorts and T-shirts.
Oh, and guess what color we chose for the shirt this year?
Well, I chose black. Yes. We've got black shirts for the event, too. Yeah, what fun that is. Okay, moving on. Crossman. I've got the Crossman Prospect. Excuse me. And I've got the M1 Full Auto. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, the recharge.
Crossman Prospect and the M1 Full Auto is 10.
Well, the recharge isn't a gun; it's a compressor.
Which one? Where's
the Crossman
that?
Recharge.
The Benjamin Recharge.
Benjamin Recharge.
Oh, okay.
That's not a gun.
So 6, 8, 7.
That's 9.
8, 9. Yes.
9. Okay,
you
9
said
guns.
Keep track. I'm trying to keep track.
Okay, so let's move on to Daisy Gammo. I'm trying to think if I have any Daisy guns that. I mean, I do have like a pump gun. I have like. Well, Sue, I have the Daisy Avanti 599. What are you giggling at?
We've got Daisy Red Riders.
We do. I do.
Special ones.
I might have like the adult Red Rider somewhere. That almost sounds dirty. Like the adult. All right, that's not what we're doing. The adult Red Rider. All right, let's move right along.
Anyway, as you were saying,
I do have the Avanti 499 target 10-meter target rifle. That might be fun. I don't know. We'll see. I do obviously have a lot of Gammo stuff. So we've got the Swarm Viper, the Coyote 177, which happens to be one of my favorite guns from them. So we're definitely going to shoot that. Gammo Urban 22, Arrow 22. And I've got the Hunter Extreme Ultimate, which is just your like full-size, manly, break barrel, single shot. I've got that in 22 and 25. I don't know if I'll bring out the 25. Definitely will grab the 22. I don't know. We'll see about that one. That one's a lot of work. May not be so much fun for folks, but I like shooting it, so we'll see. We'll get that out. So we got those guns. Another sponsor we have is Hawke Optics. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody here. I wrote this up kind of quick. Yeah, I got them all here. All right. So Hawke Optics, we're going to have Vantage Optics, Air Max, Sidewinder, Frontier, and we've got some of their binoculars. Well, we will have the LRF binoculars. So if you haven't ever looked through their laser rangefinder binoculars, you want to try them out, we'll have some of those. They are absolutely gorgeous. We had them last year, and they are so nice. I mean, crystal clear and a button that gives you your range. It's just really, really, really feel a little bit like Star Wars using those things. So those are awesome. And the reason I need a count on the guns is I just got an email from Hawke saying, I think we're going to need some more scopes. And they said, whatever you need, let us know. We'll get them out to you. So I want to know from you guys, I shoot Hawke Optics. They've been a sponsor for like, I don't know how many years now, a bunch of years, maybe 10 or 12 years. I really like their stuff. I like their pricing. I like their quality. I like their warranty. I like the folks that I've dealt with there. So I'm a fan. All right, I am an absolute fanboy. And they do pay me, but they don't pay me to say that. I just say that out of my own free will. I really like their stuff. If there's a particular Hawke scope that you've been wanting to look through, let me know. If I don't have it, maybe I can get that added to the list. I will need to be emailing them pretty soon, like probably Monday, so that we can get them shipped out and have them before the weekend. So I have on hand Frontier 34s, which is their top of the line. They're absolutely gorgeous scopes. So I've got those. I would like to get some more Sidewinders, I think, and some more Air Max scopes. That's what I'm thinking about. I also have some Vantage, which is their more entry-level stuff. So we have all of that. I've got the Vantage Front AO basics all the way up to the Frontier 34s, and I've even got some of the red dots, and I have one of their Prism sights. So we are going to be, we're going to have a lot of cool Hawke stuff. I will also be using some ATNs. They're not sponsors of the expo this year, but they have been very good to me in the past, and they let me keep all the stuff that I have here just so I could use it when it makes sense. And I think if we do a night shoot and do some other things, I bet you guys, if you've never shot through an ATN electronic sight, it is way cool fun, right, Sue?
Yes, indeed.
I mean, Sue might even share her Macavity. Do you think you might do that?
If people are willing to come out, I'm willing to share my Macavity. But if you mess it up, you bought it.
Yeah, no, that we'll see. Yeah, all right. So that is, yeah, that's that. That's the optics side. Now, Nate Crony. We're going to have some stuff for his. So Nate, oof, boy, he's in New Zealand. Australia. Sorry, Nate. Got that wrong, my friend.
I can just
that's like,
I can just
hear him right now. He's, whoa.
No, I can just hear someone in the chat saying, it's all the same, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's different.
That's
I
like
happen to
calling
watch
a South
this other-
African Australian.
Yeah, I have another YouTuber I watch who I email occasionally. He's from New Zealand. This different guy. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this.
If I change camera, they can.
Okay, so this is what Nate sent me.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
project.
it looks like a science project, like an MIT science project. So these little relays are literally LEDs that you...
Can you put that on the white paper for me?
Yeah, I could take it out of the
No,
bag.
I mean move the box to the white paper so that I can put you in the right corner. Thank you.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. So these little gizmos here, what they do is they connect into the smart targets. Okay, so this connects into the smart target, right? And then these are LED relays. And you literally glue them to the outside of your target, and when you hit the target, they light up, right? And if you trash one, you just replace it. There's a whole bunch of spares. So this sticks on the back of your target, and this relay goes into the sensor, and it actually tracks when you hit the target. So if it's way out, so let's say the targets are actually designed to work Wi-Fi, so it comes back to the computer. You can actually read your score. All of that stuff is really cool, right?
That's awesome.
But let's say you're too far and you're just getting visual confirmation. You can have a 12-inch gong at 300 yards and hit it, and it'll tell you where you hit on the gong with these relays and these lights.
That's
Super cool stuff. Now, I have not played with it, but I am excited to give it a shot. So we're going to be getting all this set up. That's not going to go back in that bag. Hold on. And Nate's just, I know he's like, what have I done? Sending this Yahoo, all of this cool stuff. Next time, Nate will have to get on a plane and just come out. So
that would be cool.
That would be cool. I'd love to have him out here. He was here for he'll be out. Actually, if you guys want to see the stuff firsthand and hang out with Nate, he's supposed to be at the Pyramid Air Cut, just so you guys know. So check him out. Okay, so we got a bunch of these sensors. More of the sensors. We've got...
Oopsie, wrong camera. Sorry.
We've got an adapter.
Sorry. Get there eventually. Hold on.
We got an adapter. We've got multiple... Well, these are looking really nice. He's like up his game, man.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. He's like... When we first got some of our first stuff, it was, back in your garage with the 3D printer stuff. He's gotten better. And these are the Smart Target sensors. And like, huge kudos to Nate, because he shipped this stuff like overnight, like UPS or FedEx overnight from Australia to make sure we got it. So that's huge, man.
Wow.
I mean, that's
overnight
really huge.
from Australia?
It got here in a hurry. All right,
That
so
had to cost a bundle.
all right, these are the smart target sensors. Check that out. Can you check?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so here's your relay, right? So you have the big relay, and then you have like individual relays to hook up individual lights. You don't have to use the lights, but you can if you want to. And then this guy here, see all these little connectors? These are more relays.
Slightly. Hold it higher. Oh, there you go.
Okay, so the idea is this sits flat on the back of your target, and it measures left, right, up, and down, and then it tracks the deflection. So the more deflection you get on the target, the further out it is, and you calibrate it to the caliber of the target, and then it gives you a score like a 1 to 10. I don't know if we're doing 1 to 10 or 1 to 5. I don't know how we're ultimately going to do that, but that's the concept. And then this...
How does it attach to it?
You use double-sided tape. I'm going to use Velcro just so that we can take it on and off easier. But he says anything will work. Double-sided tape's fine. But you're shooting into a 1/4-inch steel plate. So we've got 1/4-inch and 3/8 inch. We're hitting the target with a good bit of power, so it can move so far that it's more than the sensor can see. So we're gonna have to play with it, and you can adjust sensitivity and all kinds of cool stuff. That's next week. That's going to be so much fun. I'm very much looking forward to it. The last thing we got from Nate, we've got these cool Cronies. Now, some of these are the Cronies, and some of these are the Cronies with training tool. Now, I don't know if we talked about that last week, but what Nate's got. All right, so yeah, check this out. All right, so that's the little Crony. How cool is that, right? All right, so that just goes on the front of your gun. It sends a Wi-Fi signal out, and you just read your Crony on your cell phone. Now, you do have to power it with like a little battery pack, USB-C battery pack, and you're good to go. It has an adapter. This is for 1/4-20. These are both for 1/4-20. Okay, just an extra one. And it even gives you that little cool, that's kind of neat. He's been playing with his 3D printer some more. Okay, so some of these, and I don't know which is which. We'll play with them and find out. Some of these have the, tell me right here. No, okay. Some of these are just a Crony, and some of them have the training module. So what the training module does is it measures, it's an accelerometer, and it measures movement. It's mostly for pistols. So you have it, you shoot your shot, and it tells you, are you pulling left, right, up, down, what you do, you're jerking the trigger, all that kind of stuff. What I asked Nate about, and I thought would be really cool for bench rest shooters, reciprocal movement, right? Just movement of the gun by itself will change your POI. And when you're trying to shoot sub-MOA, the smallest, tiniest shift in your muzzle is going to throw your shot off. If you can get your technique and your gun so it has as little movement as possible, that's a good thing, but how do you measure that? How do you know? How do you know if the shot you just pulled or pushed or yanked or whatever, how do you know if that was you or the pellet or the gun? Well, at least with this tool, you can find out if it's the gun. Because if the gun is like all over the place, of course you're not going to be accurate at 100 yards, right? But if you can calm the gun down, then calm yourself down, now it comes down to more ammo and other issues, right? So I'm super excited from just like a training diagnostic tool, or if you're let's say you're a guy who does custom builds, and you want to really make sure that gun is just dialed in, right? Well, you could actually do this, get a report out of the unit, and then when you send the gun out, you can tell the customer, yeah, look, this is my graph of me shooting. And then they can get the Crony if they want it, and then they can know where they're at. Because I tell you what really got my attention on this. I don't know if this is of any interest to you, Sue. Just the concept. She's sleeping. Okay. Hopefully you guys will appreciate it. But I got that new gun back from, we're going to have that too. We'll have it to shoot. I got the gauntlet back from Haji. It was so light, and I realized that I'm kind of a gorilla with a gun. I'm like yanking and pulling and twisting. I'm like like this with it. I'm not a finesse shooter. Now Travis Whitney, he's the finesse shooter. I like to pick on him about that. He likes to have a sip his tea while he shoots his gun. What, he shoots with his pinky up?
He does, but he's...
Travis, don't take it personally, man. You watch this. It's all in good fun, right?
He also likes, like, good guns like I do. Like,
yeah,
don't give him anything cheap. He wants the best of the best.
He likes... Yeah, he wants to blow on the trigger and it shoot. I mean, that's him. He wants it super quiet. I really loved when I gave him the Last Resort. I have one of those too we can play with. The Evanex Last Resort, which is an Evanex Rex pistol with a rifle tank on it. It's loud. Oh my gosh. Kicks like a mule. It's great. It's almost 300 foot-pounds in a pistol. It's so much fun.
Babe?
Yeah.
We only have 3 days.
All right. I know. That's the problem.
You can't keep adding more guns.
I know. we will work through the problem. We'll add a day. It's fine. It's no problem. Just keep going. Anyway, back to this. Back to why this was cool, I thought. When I got the gun back from Haji, I realized that my technique was terrible. The gun is now so light and so easy that I tended to move around. A tool like that can help me calm down and refine my technique so that I can measure the results of each shot to know if I'm doing my part or not, and what the gun's doing too. So I think that's cool. I love that kind of data stuff. I really, really, really like that. So anyway, we're going to give that kind of stuff a try. I haven't used any of it yet, but we're going to give it a shot. So an ad. Whew, okay. Let's see here. What do we got now? We just did Nate's. Ton of stuff for Nate's. All right, so New England Airguns. All right, so I actually have some pictures here. We'll switch over to my
computer.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah. Okay, so New England Airgun, that's John. He will be here. I just talked to him today.
Oh, good.
Super nice guy. We're waiting to get his schedule so when he's coming in on the airport. But he's sending out a bunch of really nice stuff. If you're in the New England area, go check him out. He's got a store. He's got a shooting range. He's like stacked. So you guys can go check out his stuff. I have pictures of one of the guns he sent. I haven't photographed the others, but I'll tell you what he's sending. We have a Scout Evo, which is this guy right here.
Does it come in that case?
It does.
Wow, that's nice.
Look, the gun is super pricey, right? So it's super pricey. It's super precision, and I'm afraid to shoot it. It's full electronic, so it's sort of like, and I probably have that bipod on wrong. I know. John's probably looking at this going, oh my God, what have I done? I told him I wouldn't try shooting it till he got here because evidently you need an MIT engineering degree. I'm kidding, you do not. But he does say it requires some instruction. So I said, I'll wait for you to get out here. But yes, it's super cool. So it comes in this really nice case. You can see that's the gun, right? So it has 3 gauges on it. It's fully electronic.
Can you go back to that picture?
Yeah.
You moved pretty quickly.
That's 2 gauges. I have other pictures. It is heavy. I mean, it's probably 15 pounds. I don't know if it's that heavy, but it's really heavy. But it's designed specifically for bench rest. So solid bench, solid gun. The thing's supposed to be sub MOA. I really hope it is.
And what's that?
I would love to do that. Sub MOA?
No, that.
Oh, that's the little box. Let me show you what it comes with. Like in the little box. It's really cool. It comes with like a full set of tools.
Well, that's a really different looking gun.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like this rail goes with this bipod. It's a tripod, excuse me. Okay, so yeah, so it comes with this little kit. There's some of your gauges. I just zip through here. There's your other gauge. Your tank, super cool. Like there's your other gauge there. I don't know what all the 3 gauges are. We'll find out.
This is again why we need a PowerPoint presentation where I can manage the slides so we can go slower.
All of this, well, I get it, but you were telling me we got to hurry up. All of the stuff.
Yeah, but not on the super interesting stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Keep an eye on the chat, okay? If there's anything comes up.
Yeah.
All right. So this all comes in that little box, right? So you get a full set, like a full-on rebuild kit. You get like this valving tool. You get that little ratchety thing for whatever that's used for. We'll find out, I suppose, when John gets here. It comes with a full set of Allen wrenches. I'm guessing that little thing's some grease, a charger, he sent me some 22 cal slugs.
That's a magazine.
And he sent me the magazine. And then, well, the charger's this little black thing next to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. And then there's that little box of parts and stuff.
Nifty.
So, yeah, I mean, it's like, we're talking
all stored in that nice little
fully stacked. Yeah, it is super nice. So this is one of the guns we're going to get to play with. John's going to be out. He'll walk us through. You can take it off the computer now. Okay. The other thing we have for fun is we have the Evan-X Ibex 35. We've shot that before, actually. Now we also have the Evan-X Ibex 2, which is, I guess it'd be sort of like the Windy City. If anybody's familiar with Evan-X, that may or may not ring a bell. But it's an upgraded version of that. It's a 45 cal multi-shot, beautiful walnut stock, gorgeous gun. That's going to be super fun. And I didn't think it was as heavy as I thought it was going to be. So, man, you sling that bad boy and you could go hunting and have a whole bunch of fun with it. We're going to have the Hubin K1 in 22 and 25. Minus the 25, but he sent me the 22. And we have the new Hubin slugs. They're called peanut slugs, of all things. I would get them out, but I'd have to touch a gun, and we're on camera with YouTube, and we get thrown off, and Earth would stop rotating. So we don't want to do that. But we've got those slugs, which will be fun. Yes?
I think this has to do with that gun you just showed.
Okay.
The 3 gauges are high pressure, low pressure, and tank pressure?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to learn all about it. I think we're probably going to do like a whole afternoon on that stinking gun because it is, look, it's supposedly super cool. And I'm hoping John will let me hold on to it for a little bit and do some work with it. But it is super expensive. And he's already coming out here. It's got so much invested in, in doing this. So, I mean, it's not like he has a ton of those sitting on the shelf. So if he needs to take it back, it's perfectly fine. Maybe we can work something in down the road. But it is very cool technology, and I'm really excited to get a chance to shoot it. So again, we'll have the Hubins here, and we'll also have an FX DRS. I'll have my FX guns on the line too. I'll probably bring out my Impact 35 and my Wildcat, which are my 2 favorite guns from FX. I have some other FX guns as well, but those are my 2 favorites. So we'll be shooting those. Our official sponsor for pellets is Predator Pellets. Now they have shipped me a whole bunch of ammo. So I can't say thank you enough to JSB, Predator Pellets, Jay, Joe. Thank you guys so much. You guys, when you're looking for pellets, remember JSB, right? Predator Pellets. We've got Sling Guru, which will be out, and they've been on the chat here, hanging out with us tonight, which is cool. So we got those guys, and they're going to have a bunch of slings. And if you're in the area, again, you're in the area, you got a gun, you want a sling, I believe they'll have some product available, and we'll just leave it at that because, again, YouTube can be really persnickety about such things. But, yeah, we'll have some stuff available, I believe, so definitely come prepared for that. We'll be able to sling guns, try them out, bring some difficult guns to sling. The owner is going to be here. So Javi will be here. He knows nothing about air guns, maybe very little about air guns, which is so cool because he's going to actually see how important or how difficult it has been for us to sling our guns. First of all, I've got this beautiful gun, beautiful walnut stock. Personally, I don't want to be drilling holes in it and trashing the stock, right? I would much rather have a more secure, less invasive way to sling that gun if I want to take it out in the field. And that's what their slings allow you to do. I'm super pumped to have them out, and that's very exciting for me. I know they're excited to be out here. So that's going to be cool. If you got a gun you've been wanting to sling and haven't been able to do it, bring it. They'll have all their stuff here. It's very, very, very awesome. Lastly, we'll have, we got people talking about that scout gun. So, all right. So, lastly, we'll have a couple. We'll have mine, and then we have a couple extra in the shop. The SWA, the FD15Ts. That line is, I won't say end of life, but it's certainly limited supply. We have some new in box.
Do you want to show them the pictures on
Yeah, we can go over to the
Airgun
website.
Expo?
Yeah. No, I want to go to the page you set up.
Yeah.
The page you set up is nicer than my website. Let's do that.
You know what? It might not be there yet, is it? No,
Nope.
it's not there yet.
Okay,
you can go to
so
the past expos. It's the same,
Past
except
Expo
it's the
2024. There it is. I need a Kleenex, hon. Can you hand me a Kleenex?
yes. Do you want me to mute you?
Yeah, turn my volume down all the way, would you?
Yeah. This one, right?
Yep, just turn it all the way down. Excellent.
Oh, hold on. Do you want? Let's turn me down too, so you don't hear the trumpet. Okay, I don't know how loud this is going to be, so
They'll be fine. Just put them back up about 3/4, a little bit, 7/8. It's fine.
Okay.
If we need more volume, let Sue know, please.
Yes.
All right, so SW Air Guns, we have these very cool 20-gauge shotguns. They're simple. They're hard to cock, terrible triggers, and they're loud as hell. So,
but they're awesome fun to shoot.
but the first time you pull the trigger,
Scroll down.
huh?
Scroll so we can see the
getting it.
picture.
The
There you go.
first time you pull the trigger and it like yanks into your shoulder and obliterates the target, you go, oh, that's way so much fun. That's what these guns are about. And they're also extremely useful. We use them around here for taking snakes out. I mean, they are really good at popping snakes.
Rattlesnakes.
Rattlesnakes. You can run slugs in them if you want to hunt deer or hunt hog. It shoots a 400 grain slug. We'll have these on the line if you guys want to try these out. We have a few, as I said, limited supply, but we're going to have these. They are so much fun to shoot. So we'll have these out there too. So I think I'm looking here. Yeah, it needs a sling. It does need a sling. I think we can work that out. I think we can sort that problem. I think that's all of it, hun. I got through it. We have time.
That was 20, 21, or 21 guns, depending on how you...
I said I probably need like 10 scopes from Hawke. I'll see if they'll give me a mix of Sidewinders and Air Maxes. Well, they can just Sidewinder Air Max Advantage. They can just send me a splattering of them, and that should be fine. We get 10 scopes, I think we'll be all right.
Absolutely. Benjamin, anyone can show up to the event. You do not need a... you don't need to let us know. It would be great to know who's coming, just so we can be aware you're coming out to the desert, because we are in the desert. We do want you to find us.
Yeah.
We can give you good directions, or even send someone out to meet you.
Yeah, and Ben, if you go to the Airgun Expo website and go under location, we have...
Are you there?
Yep, I am. So we have information about the Best Western in Clint, which is our exit. It's the next exit to the west. It's 45 minutes from there to us. It's the closest place, and that 45 minutes is because you can only go so fast on the dirt roads, unless you got like a rail, like a dune buggy rail, then you can go as fast as you want.
Does depend on who's driving and what car you're driving as to how long it takes you to get there, because you can get there in about 25 to 30 minutes.
You can. You got to be hauling, but
Yes.
you don't want to do that. Now, if you want to drive the car after you're done for the day, of course, if it's a rental, drive it like you stole it.
But there are directions there that you can print out,
Yeah.
so that before you come out, you have the directions, because you will lose cell phone signal when you come out.
If you have by the way, AT&T works great out here. We have a tower. If you don't have AT&T, nothing else works. No Verizon, no T-Mobile. It's just AT&T. But yeah, there's photos. Kind of tells you exactly how to get from point A to point B and get here. So absolutely super fun. Come on out and have a good time. We'd love to have you. And I don't know how many people are going to show up, but it will just be a fun time. Our goal, and you can go back and watch some of the videos from last year's expo. And I think it was probably, Sue, one of the first times in a long time I was just having fun.
Yeah.
The market, frankly, right now, I don't want to end on a bummer, and it's not going to be a bummer. The market right now is really tough. Sponsors are drying up. Participation is getting bleak. Just because there's money's tight, money's short. I mean, things are going really well for some folks. It's going like not well for others. And until that really begins to turn around and the market changes, it is going to be tight and tough for a while. And last year it was the same thing. And trying to keep so many plates spinning and, you know, balls up in the air and everything else, and employees paid. And it was just, doing this work had become far more job than fun. Let me just tell you. I got to the expo and I had so much fun. It reminded me why I got shooting air guns again. And I've really been looking to change my perspective and my involvement back in the sport. Because if it's a drudgery, one of them, I'm not going to do my best work. I'm just not. If I'm just phoning something in or punching a time clock, I don't want to be doing that. I don't want to do that with you guys. I don't want to do that to my sponsors. I don't want to do that for me. Right? I don't want to do that. So I want to have this be part of that recreational fun. That's what they're supposed to be. Yes, they all have utility, whether it's training or whether it's hunting or whether it's pesting or whatever it is. There is a utility side, but it ought to be fun. And that's what our expo this year is going to be, just about fun. We're going to go out, have a good time. If people show up, awesome. If nobody shows up and it's just us having a good time, we are going to have a good time. I will guarantee you we're going to have fun. So hopefully you can come out and join us. I know there's some local folks here in El Paso that are coming out. So that I'm excited for. But hopefully we get some of you guys to come out too. So let's see here. I'm going to need to blow my nose again, Sue. I guess that's about it, guys. I don't know that we need to even stretch it for the rest of the hour, huh? Can you just turn the mic down? I got Kleenex here.
You got it. Okay. Hold on. Muting.
We're muting. All right. Cool. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it. I think that's good enough. We don't need to ramble on. I did have some really cool comments on YouTube. I did not prepare them, so I apologize for that. I'll pull those together next time we have a regular show like this. I'll pull those up because I enjoy those. I will say that, let's see, one of them was asking about compressors. You know, if you're not used to PCPs, if you're new, and a lot of the folks here are hobbyists, enthusiasts, so you're not new. But if you've never shot a PCP, pancake compressors that you use for your nail gun, they don't work. You need to get a proper compressor. So there's that. And I think some of the other stuff we're going to be looking at after the show, and probably for live streams that we're going to be doing on Airgun Army. Probably start doing some more just fun, either unboxing, or I know some folks were asking about like trigger mods, or not mods, but trigger adjustments on like some guns. And I think those simple things that we can do that will create a library of how-tos and demos. We're going to be working to do some of those because we can do this right here in the studio and it'll be fun. So fun for me, hopefully fun for you guys. But that's it. If there's any questions, throw it up in here. Yeah. Anything else going on? Did you see any questions? We're good to go? All right.
I didn't see any questions.
All right. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. Please remember, check out AirgunExpo.com. It's the AirgunExpo.com. It is, yeah. Please join us and come out and enjoy the show and have a good time. And if you have any questions or comments or would like to reach out to any of the sponsors of the show, we're going to be finishing those pages. So you can click on the logo, jump to their section on the website, and their contact information should be right there that you can just reach out to them if you have any questions. For now, that's going to be it. We'll see you in a week. Like next Saturday, we're going to be hitting it and going live, and we'll figure out where all that's going. Stay tuned. If you're not part of the newsletter, maybe consider doing that. We don't send out a ton of emails. Just critical, important, like here's a list of everything we've released, and we're not going to spam your inbox. But if you want to get notified, and actually get notifications, not like YouTube, but actually get notifications, that newsletter is a really good way to do it. So that, or Airgun Army is another great way to do it because we put everything there too.
Are we going to be doing a live after this on Vimeo?
Are you up for it?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll probably be doing a live after this. We'll reset everything, and we're going to be doing it on our Vimeo page. Let me just throw that in the or you can throw that in the chat. I think it is vimeo.com/AirgunWeb. Let me find out.
I will go there just to check. Yep, that's it.
So vimeo.com/AirgunWeb is our page. We're going to go live. It should show there. And then we're also going to put it on Airgun Army, trying to embed it. We'll see. We've got a little finagling to do. Probably give us, what, half an
20
hour?
minutes, half an hour,
About
yeah.
half an hour. It'll be a short-ish video, but we're going to try it out and see if it works. Let's find out. That's going to be it. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Really appreciate your time. Hopefully the show went well for you guys and everything went well, except for Sue's finagling in the beginning.
Yeah,
but
for
besides
which I
that,
apologize. I'm learning.
besides that, hopefully it was a good show for you guys. That's going to be it. My name is Rick here with AirgunWeb, Gateway Airguns, with Let's Talk Airguns. Thanks for watching. See ya.